And I kind of hit a rock bottom. I was a 3-sport athlete in high school, top state, all state in softball, basketball, soccer, all of those things. And then when I got to college, I got so burnt out that I kind of just let myself go. I lived in a Christian sorority with 50 girls. It was a great experience at Oregon State. Then I went to grad school to become an elementary school teacher. And I kind of hit a depression, a rock bottom where I was like 190 pounds. All my friends from college were gone. What do I do? Do I just sit and watch Netflix? I worked at a coffee shop and also a school for children with autism as I was student teaching to become a teacher. So then this time, 9 years ago, I got into it. I signed up for a program. I didn't know anything. I lifted weights in high school, but it wasn't like what I know now. And that outlet was, I had the wrong approach, but it set up this whole thing. And I am so glad that I went all in with that. And I have that personality. If I try something, I go all in 150 million%. And, I look back and I'm like, thank you, God, for those stepping stones that led me to where I am today. 9 years later to be an IFBB pro. It's crazy. It is crazy so I always say that if I can do it, the tomboy can do it, and heels on the stage, anyone can do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a tough sport to get into, especially when you are young. You get out of high school, you get into the real world. You went to a school with 50 girls. We weren't going to school with 50 girls.
Well, it was I live with 50 girls. Yeah, I know.
50 girls. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I'm a guy. So, but
You're
yeah,
like,
it's a lot. And, yeah. But I mean, crash to 90. I would think I was 190 when I was in middle school. I've been a big dude for a long time, But yeah, I mean, I wish I was 190 now. I mean, but that's a long time ago. I mean, and doing school and learning to be a teacher, are you still teaching?
I am.
Yeah. And what grades or classes are you teaching?
Strength and conditioning in high school.
So you're a PE teacher.
I do that, and then I have my own online business coaching people around the world too. So that's what I'm really passionate about.
Yeah, it's good that you have to be passionate about bodybuilding because there's a lot of work to it, and also the aspects of it can be tough, especially for a woman. And you have a very athletic background. Quite a few ladies I've interviewed started out, with a good athletic background. Some were just regular women who just got to it because, like I said, getting weight, or some of them had kids and their body changed, and they just always want to do it, but just didn't have the time. So, what was that experience like? What was your first show?
What was that question? Last one. What was my first what?
What was that experience like? And what was your first show?
Oh, okay. So I for 9 years ago, I was just working hard, I was tiny. I saw a lot of results, but I was just chasing fat loss, chasing skinny. And in 2019, I was like, I want to put this towards something. So I'm going to prep for a show. And now I know you don't just prep for a 16-week show. Okay. So I did, and it landed to be it got canceled due to COVID 5 days out. So this was March. It was supposed to be March 21st. I think it got canceled March 16th. And it was like the world shut down. And I was like, I worked my tail off for this, and it was really frustrating. But as I always say, the bigger the setback is, the greater the comeback. And it propelled me. So I did a show in November of 2020 down in Tucson. And I think I got like 5th overall. I got last. It was like my class, I don't even know, but I was new. I didn't really know what to expect. And I was like, gosh, I can't just get on, a 14, 16 week prep and expect to win. So I actually hired a new coach, and then I took almost 3 years off. And that's why I always preach, to my clients, to people online, like your body, you need more muscle. Like no amount of fat loss is going to produce the body you want without a base of muscle. So I did that for 3 years. And then we won in Vegas last August of 2023 overall. And then that bid me an entryway to nationals in Irving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, it's a process with bodybuilding. Training, the regimen, diet. There's so much involved in it. It's not as easy. And people need to understand that there's so much involved when you get into bodybuilding. And most people's mindset of bodybuilding, and I always keep saying this, is that everybody says it's about steroids, it's about this. No, steroids is only that small little factor to it. It's not as the big part. Most competitors don't even use as natural competitors. But if you are not consistent, you don't follow a diet, you don't have a plan, you don't sit down and really discuss what you're going to do. Especially, I know a lot of competitors tell me you don't want to go in this without a coach, and that's important. So you have a coach, and who's coaching you, and how long?
So Braden Miller, I've been with him for 4 years. He's in Canada. Incredible. We have developed a really good relationship, and it just worked out where I was able to meet him at nationals for the first time. And he's like family to me, where I'm like, dude, you're stuck with me now. But, I do what he says. I follow the plan. I have never missed a check-in. I've never missed a meal. I've never gone off plan. I am like, it takes everything. And my friends, sometimes they don't get it. And now they're like, what's your plan after you're pro? I'm like, I'm a pro now. So it's another level, I don't get back to normal. What is normal? It's my normal is diet, all of this stuff. And I love it. Like, I love the routine and the consistency and the hard work and the payoff and seeing it all pay off a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. One thing, some people say, I don't have a plan. Sometimes I'm just a dog chasing cars, and never do it if I catch one. That's how it works sometimes. But, I understand where family, friends don't understand because it's such an extreme sport, bodybuilding. I know, like, your family, they probably felt like, sweetheart, especially being a girl, your parents be saying, sweetheart, we don't want you to get so buff and manly. Just you lifted so many weights. We don't want you to be. We already have a boy. We don't need another. But and your friends sometimes just change because they can't understand it because you're not doing what they like, going to the clubs, going to a bar, hanging out. You just want to lift, rest, recover. So much involved in it.
Yep. And I agree. To be honest, I gave up alcohol 2.5 years ago. And I didn't see it, especially with bodybuilding. I didn't see it giving anything good to my life. I'd rather eat my carbs anyways. But yeah, I don't go out. I drink Diet Cokes, right here. And I go to bed early. I get up early, train in the garage with fasted cardio. And then I start my check-ins with my clients. I love it. Like, I love the drive. I mean, I'm 32. You'd probably say I live like maybe an 82-year-old making decaf coffee last night, but I love it. Like, I love the drive and the consistency and the routine and the work that most people will never do.
Well, I'm 50 years old, and I did my running around in the day when I was younger. Now I got 2 bad knees, like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I got a pacemaker. I was a lot bigger. Yeah. I got it actually when I was 39. And
really?
It was, because it's genetic people's throws. It's like two of my sisters had got stents in them. One of my brothers died from a heart condition. One of my sisters had a stroke, but then there was complications because of that stroke. My father, it's genetics. But you know what? At one point during the pandemic, my mother, she was always sick. I was taking care of her for the last 4 or 5 years, and then she had gotten the virus. And I know that really affected my family. And I understood when she was gone, I didn't have the responsibility of her anymore. I only had me. So I said, it's time for me to take care of myself. At one point, I'll tell you like this, I was almost 500 pounds. And I dropped down to about, last time I checked my doctor was like 395. I'm not going to be perfect because I right now there's a pack of Nutty Butters and Oreo cookies in my kitchen right now. And, and I had a cheeseburger for lunch. But I did make some mistakes, like I don't drink sodas much anymore. I try to drink more water. I cut back on even though I fried some chicken the other day, I do try to cut back my fried foods. And I don't do a lot of going out as much like I used to. Like one thing, I used to hold 2 jobs, and that was one thing, working and doing this, it's a lot. You have to be, patient, understanding, especially when you're in the sport.
Right. I always say it's one habit at a time, getting rid of those liquid calories or what have you. Right.
Mm-hmm. So when did you start your online business?
So I started that 4.5 years ago. So I work with women all across the globe. Went in and got some mentorship through Functional Health to dig a little bit deeper. So I have a lot of clients with hypothyroidism. I have PCOS, so I help clients with PCOS, Hashimoto's, gut issues, gut protocols, SIBO, all of those things that I really thoroughly just love. And so Yeah, I've been doing that for 4.5 years. And my clients just are great. Like they've become family to me, to be honest. So looking to do that actually full time here, Lord willing. So.
Yeah, I think everybody is really. I think when the pandemic hit, it really opened up doors for people to get into doing like online because there was some people would still do it, but then when pandemic hit, because it's hard to get to your coach, you got to travel, and a lot of coaches like one of you have just interviewed. She has Nasir as her coach. He does online coaching. Shelby Starnes, a lot of people just basically if you just got wellness clients, and most of your clients are wellness clients and just want to get in shape and maybe you don't have the time to go to see a coach every day. You just jump on the computer like on this and just talk back and forth.
Seriously, it works. Like I would much rather have this than in person. I don't know. It works. It's great. I'm grateful for internet and platforms and all of that.
Yeah, because sometimes you can just have a big teleconference with your clients.
Right.
You don't have to go here and here and there, travel here. Saves you the cost of gas and burning your tires up. But like I said, some people still like that one-on-one, interaction with the coach. Because some people like one thing, I was going online in school for a while, and I like preferring to talk to the teacher, interact, and maybe get some information.